Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. This is your first time to check us out this year, folks. You picked a heck of a day to do it. We have a great doubleheader for you here, a Region 14 Conference doubleheader. And if we had some Vanessa Williams music, we could pump it up, saving the best for last, because this is our last broadcast of the year. But we have two huge games. We'll talk more about the men's game later, which is big, Navarra against the Cardinals. But this game right here, I'm Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer at Trinity Valley Community College. I'm joined, like always, by Jason Larson, the editor of the Athens Daily Review. And Jason, this game here, this late in the season, the last regular season game, two 28-1 teams. This is a matchup you'd expect to find at the national tournament. One is ranked 1, one is ranked 9. The Lady Cardinals have clinched already, at least no worse than a share of their 12th straight conference championship, going for an outright title. But, Jason, this game today is just all you could ever want.
It couldn't have turned out any better, Benny. I mean, I just think that it's an awesome setup, and like you said, this is kind of a game you'd expect to see at a national tournament type deal. Just for it to fall this way at the end of the season, and you've got the two best teams in the conference going at it, it's awesome. It's just going to be a great setup, and we're expecting a great game.
To set the game for you folks, the Lady Cardinals are 28-1 on the season, the one loss being a forfeit when they didn't have enough players to play in a game at Weatherford back on December the 1st. They're 15-0 in the conference. The Lady Buccaneers are 28-1, the one loss being to the Lady Cardinals in Brenham back the first week of January. The Lady Cardinals won 89-72. And then the Lady Bucks are 14-1 in conference play. So this just promises to be a great game. The Lady Buccaneers are averaging 80.3 points a game. The Lady Cardinals are averaging 77.4, I should say, and that's ticked up a little bit because, Jason, the Lady Cardinals are coming off a 96-22 win over an outmanned San Jacinto team.
Yeah, that game was, 56-7, I think, at halftime.
So it was.
That if they're going to get sharper as the season goes on, then that's a good thing for them.
We'll take a look at the conference standings. There's really not much to look at, folks. I've already given it to you. This is the game that matters in the conference. As you look downward, though, I will tell you this. Tyler is at Jacksonville today, and Tyler actually has a shot in that game. Tyler's ranked seeded number 8 right now. The top 8 of the 9 teams will make the regional tournament. Tyler would have the 8th seed at the season end today. But if Tyler wins today, Tyler could climb as high, if I read it right, as high as a number 5 seed. So Tyler's playing today to avoid playing potentially the Lady Cardinals in the first round, or even Blinn if Blinn were to win this game, and then there'll be a coin toss and Blinn get the top seed. So you take a look at those standings, and it pretty much sets itself up. Now we will take a look at today's games for you. And there you have them on the women's side. Blinn's at here, of course. Angelina's at Kilgore. Tyler, we mentioned, is at Jacksonville. And Paris is at San Jacinto. So it's all shaking up to set this up. This is what it's all about here today. The Lady Cardinals win, they're their outright conference champions. If Blinn wins, they share the conference championship with the Lady Cardinals. There'll be a coin flip to determine the number 1 seed at the regional tournament. So this is just going to be a dandy here today. And we'll take a look now at the Lady Cardinals game-by-game results, Jason. And there's just not the only blemish on there, as we mentioned, is the forfeit to Weatherford. And you look at it since then, the Lady Cardinals, it didn't even phase them. They just reeled off more W's. And the big quality win since the first of the year, of course, was down at Brenham that first week when they won 89-72 over the Lady Bucks.
Yeah, just lots of W's on there, and they take a lot of pride. We mentioned it before. From inside the locker room, they don't feel like they've lost a game, and they want to try to keep that streak alive. And realistically, they haven't lost a game
on the court. They have not.
Yeah, they have not. So I know it seems that maybe some people think we're being homers or nitpicky, but the truth is nobody has beat this basketball team this year, and that means something to them. And I think they've got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder too, trying to defend that undefeated record on the court and trying to convince people that, hey, we're going to have won them all this year.
Well, and the Lady Cardinals have not lost, Jason, since the championship game of the 2012-11 season when they lost to North Idaho in the championship game. And that goes back a way. And then we'll take a look at the national rankings, the top 10, I should say, and we've already set this one up for you. There's the Lady Cardinals with a chance to, if they'll run the table, win the regional tournament, they should be the number 1 seed at the national tournament. And then you have all the cards on your side if you're the number 1 seed going into the national tournament. And there's Blinn with a chance, and these records don't reflect the last game, the games played earlier this week. So that's why there's a discrepancy there. But we have the Lady Cardinals with a chance, though, Jason, to get back to the national tournament, to defend the national tournament. Here's the situation. This region on the women's side just gets one. They've added 8 at-large berths to the national tournament. 4 are already predetermined what regions get those. This is not one of the regions. So in essence, there are 4 at-large berths. The Lady Cardinals, you would think, are in pretty good shape, especially if they win today. If they were to slip up in the tournament with their history, being the defending national champions, you would think the Lady Cardinals would get one of those 4. Now, Blinn, on the other hand, isn't necessarily they're not in the same situation, because the Lady Bucks just don't have that history and tradition on their side. They haven't been to the national tournament since 1989, and they could be looking at a situation, say they lost to the Lady Cardinals today, lost to the Lady Cardinals next week in the regional tournament, they could be 30-3. Now, is 30-3 good enough to get them in the at-large with all 3 losses to their number 1 ranked Trinity Valley?
I think so. I mean, I just can't imagine how Blinn wouldn't be there if that's how it happened to play out. So, I think one thing that Trinity Valley does have in its favor, obviously, not that you're looking to put anything else in its favor, is the fact that, you're looking at a wire-to-wire top 5 team pretty much all season long. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think they've left the top 5 all year long.
No, they have not.
I think right when they took the forfeit, they went to 5, I think, or 4. So, that plays in their favor. But, gosh, just as a fan of basketball in this region, I sure would hate to see Blinn go 30-3 and then still not make the national tournament. I mean, of course, they'd be a dangerous team to face at the tournament, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You look at that lineup there. I mean, you've got Hutch and Shelton State and Central Arizona and all those teams, and Trinity Valley belongs there with the kind of season they've had hands down. But I think Blinn has done enough to this point to do that as well, barring some kind of slip-up in the tournament on their own.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I wonder when it gets into that meeting, when the moment of truth meeting, and the directors are sitting there and they're trying to decide those 4 at large, how much they're going to look at the past history of the college and their success at the national tournament.
No doubt. There's no doubt about that.
Let's face it, if it came down to an argument between Blinn and Central Arizona, it won't. The Central Arizona will win its region.
I agree.
But a team like that, you know which way that's going to go.
Yeah, I agree. But, boy, it sure does look good. Like you framed it up, Benny. You have 3 losses this season, if it were to come down to that, and your 3 losses to the number 1 team in the country and just the national powerhouse Trinity Valley team. Boy, that'd be hard to keep them out.
It absolutely would. You may have seen the Lady Cardinals have made their way to the floor. They're going to finish up their warm-ups. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off, folks, and this is the day to be here with us on the Cardinal Sports Network, because the crowd's filling in, and I have a feeling by the time we settle in for the men's game, we're going to have a huge crowd here today. And the second game, Jason, as delicious as this one is, the phrase I like to use when describing a great sporting event, the second one has national tournament ramifications.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll obviously talk more about it later, but that does have, you could have a national tournament berth decided today in that game for Navarro anyway, and I can tell you that Trinity Valley would love nothing more than to win that basketball game and send them back to Corsicana, I guess, with their 3rd straight loss.
It would be, yeah, and the Cardinals are trying to win there for a 4th time. But we'll talk about all of that, folks, because we've got Lady Cardinal and Lady Buccaneer basketball coming up, and this Lady Buccaneer team, folks, is deep. I mean, I think they got 15 players on the roster, and as I was going through their stats this week to get their leaders, every player on the team factors in, and not in double digits necessarily, but every player has played many, many minutes in games this year, and it's rare when the Lady Cardinals go against a team that can go deep into their bench and give them a battle and where they can't wear them down. Now, the game down at Brenham, down the first week of January, 89-72. I was at that game, and I think the Lady Cardinals led 38-32 at halftime and then pulled away there in the second half to win it going away. But I know that the Lady Cardinals are expecting a tough time with the Lady Buccaneers today, and Jeff Jenkins does a great job. Jeff's in his 11th year, believe it or not, at Blinn College, and prior to that he was head coach at Paris Junior College for 3 years. So he's a 14-year veteran of the league, Jason, and you look at him. He's been in the league 14 years, and all he has ever known is Trinity Valley dominating.
Yeah, well, he sure is going to try to cut into that today. They've got a huge chance to make a big statement for the National Tournament Selection Committee, and hey, just anywhere doing what they're going to do.
And, of course, the Lady Cardinals are led by Elena Lovato. She's in her first full year as head coach. She finished the 2010 season as the head coach. The last 11 games of the season, the Lady Cardinals went on to the national tournament that year. The next year she took over the program at Grayson College, and she led them to the national tournament. And we saw one of the greatest national tournament games by the accounts of the folks in Salina when the Lady Cardinals beat them 79-74 in the second round of the national tournament.
Yeah, that was a classic game. It was a battle. She's all right. She's okay.
This just means she can coach a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And you see the Lady Cardinals bringing their way to the bench. The Lady Cardinals, we should mention, have won 43 straight at home here at Cardinal Gym, so they're going for number 44 today. And if they can do that, they will wrap up an outright conference championship. And now we're going to turn it over to Harold Jones for the pregame activities here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.
Featuring the Blinn Lady Buccaneers and your Trinity Valley Lady Cards. The National Junior College Athletic Association, Region 14, and TVCC promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. TVCC thanks you for your cooperation. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem by the TVCC Cardinal Regiment.
Anthem as performed by the Cardinal Regiment. Now we will have the introduction of the starting lineups.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the season record of 28-1, the starting lineup for the visiting Lady Buccaneers. Number 3, Amari Jones.
5'11" freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Number 20, Fatima Adams.
Fatima Adams is averaging 12.0 points and 8.8 rebounds a game.
Adresa Harrison.
Adresa Harrison is averaging 15.5 points
Number
and
25,
10.1 rebounds.
Jasmine Parker.
Jasmine Parker is averaging 10.6 points a game.
And number 42, Erica Reyna.
Erica Reyna is averaging 7.8 points a game.
Head coach of the Lady Buccaneers.
Lady Buccaneers,
Jenkins.
folks, I think they're 15-player roster.
Gray.
They have 11 freshmen on the roster, so it's a relatively young team, although now we're 30 games deep into the season, 29 games deep into the season. There really are no freshmen. Lady Cardinals. Victoria Wells is averaging 7.0 rebounds a game.
A 6'4" freshman from Canada, number 2,
Duke Wagak is averaging 14.3 points and 9.5 rebounds.
Sophomore from Dallas, Texas, number 3,
Crystal Henderson is averaging 10.7 points, 4.6 assists. She transferred in here from Wichita State.
From Gastonia, North Carolina, number 5,
Shannon Smith is averaging 14.9 points, 3.8 assists, and she transferred in from the University of North Carolina. Savannah Carter is averaging 12.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists. She transferred in from Grambling. And Jason, Savannah Carter is coming off a quadruple double. Against San Jacinto, she had 14 points, 14 rebounds, 12 assists, and 10 steals.
Well, we talked about her athleticism on the last webcast we did here, Benny, and that's why. That's the kind of thing that can happen with a player like her who is so versatile and athletic.
Well, here we go, folks. Relax and enjoy this one because this should be a dandy. I mean, it really should be. The two best teams in Region 14, and you just somehow get a feeling, Jason, that no matter what happens here, this time next Saturday, they're going to be playing in the Region Championship game.
Yeah, it seems like it's headed that way. Of course, anything could happen, but this is just going to be a battle today.
It was nice the Lady Cardinals won on the road down there in January, but as the late, great Kurt Butke used to always tell me, it's not about what happens in January that matters, it's what happens in March. And here we are in March the 2nd, headed towards the regional tournament next week at UT Tyler, Tuesday through Saturday. And we are about to be underway, folks, as a number 1 ranked Lady Cardinals and the number 9 ranked Blinn Lady Buccaneers. Rebound is controlled by the Lady Cardinals. Crystal Henderson will run the point. And both these teams like to play up-tempo at a fast pace, and you would think this game would be another one of those high-scoring type games. Although Blinn may be a little bit more reluctant this time around, or more receptive to slowing it down, as Shannon Smith missed a three-pointer. Bogak pulled the rebound. Savannah Carter dishes it off to Bogak, and that will be a turnover to the Lady Cardinals. So Blinn will have its first possession. Lady Cardinals won the toss, but turned the ball over. Did get a three-point shot from Shannon Smith. And you see the Lady Cardinals in their pressure defense. The first game down in Brenham, the Lady Cardinals, the Lady Buccaneers surprised the Lady Cardinals a little bit. They really tried to force the issue inside, and Duke Bogak did get in some early foul trouble, but the Lady Cardinals were able to overcome it. That was a game in which Shannon Smith hit 20 points. And you see right there the Lady Buccaneers, Adams, who averages 12 points a game, knocks down the jump shot. And the Lady Buccaneers lead at the start. Savannah Carter nails it, and we're tied at 2. That's what you expect, folks. I think both these teams are really going to get after each other. They're going to be pressure defense, and I think this is going to be a play at a pretty high pace. Ball's going to go out of Savannah Carter's leg, and it will stay with the Lady Buccaneers with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Buccaneers have got those black jerseys on, have those blue numbers that are hard to read a little bit, and there's a three-pointer drained by Jasmine Parker, 5-2, and there you go. The Lady Buccaneers have firepower, folks. They're averaging 80 points a game. Savannah Carter with the drive is going to draw the foul. I believe that foul is going to go against Amari Jones, number 3. No, check that. It's going to go against Aldrisa Harrison.
Well, they'd love to her to have a half of what she turned out, Benny. Obviously, in the last game, when she had a quadruple double, she seems very active here early.
Carter misses this free throw attempt. Those will add up early. Harrison, we mentioned, drew the foul. The foul was on Harrison. She had 12 points in the last game against the Lady Cardinals. A little bit below her 15.5 average. Lady Cardinals were led by Shannon Smith with 20. Shalante Allen, 19, and Duke Bogak with 19. I guess they're saying Savannah was putting up a three-pointer? Or do they call a lane violation? I missed the lane violation if they got it.
Must have been a lane violation.
Yeah. Savannah Carter does knock that one down, though, and it's a 5-3 game. So we're 2 minutes in, and the Lady Buccaneers lead by 2, 5-3. Going to have contact inside, and that's what we saw the Lady Buccaneers do that a lot down in Brenham. Victoria Wells is going to be charged with the foul. That'll be her first. That will send to the free throw line Amari Jones, a 5'11 freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. A freshman late lineup for the Lady Buccaneers, as this free throw attempt is no good. Mo Bedford is checked into the game for the Lady Buccaneers. She is a 5'8 freshman out of Houston, averaging 8.4 points a game. And this free throw attempt is no good. Rebound is going to be controlled. Well, it's going to be a held ball, and the possession will go to the Lady Buccaneers, as Shanika Gaston, number 23, a 5'11 freshman out of Houston, tied up Savannah Carter. In the game down in Brenham, the Lady Buccaneers did control the scoreboard early on. Well, the Lady Buccaneers are on hot. I think they've hit their first 3 shots. They're now up 7-3. So Lady Cardinals got to make the most of each possession, and they turn it over just as I say that. So at the 17:41 mark, Blinn owns a 7-3 lead. Shalante Allen, number 10, checks in for Victoria Wells. We've seen the Lady Cardinals not get off to some starts that weren't fast, but they've been able to overcome them, but they're playing a little bit different character here today in the Lady Buccaneers, so you can't count on that all the time. And there's another great job by the Lady Buccaneers of getting the ball inside Adams with another bucket. And we're looking at 9-3 as Crystal Henderson puts up a three-pointer, no good. Shalante Allen there for the rebound. She loses the ball. It's going to be controlled by the Lady Buccaneers. There's a miss finally by the Lady Buccaneers. Lady Cardinals.
You can see Blinn came to fight, Benny. They, obviously weren't going to roll over, nothing like that, but, they definitely came in here ready to swing away with the top team in the country.
Crystal Henderson directing the offense, working against Amari Jones. Shannon Smith with the drive and the shot. Shannon's got that shot, and she had 20 points against Blinn the first time around, as I said earlier, and led the Lady Cardinals that night. Lady Buccaneers avoid disaster there, and they're going to get a foul. It looked like a Shalante Allen, number 10, be called for the foul. Lady Cardinals are not shy about attacking the basketball. We got a 30-second timeout. Jeff Jenkins of Blinn College is going to take a 30-second timeout to reset. We are at 9-5. Lady Buccaneers at the 16:31 mark.
Well, Fatima Adams, as you mentioned, Benny, she's got 4 points here early, and Blinn has definitely come out, and they're attacking the basket and having a lot of things go right here, obviously leading 9-5, and they were up 9-3. I think this timeout's maybe about kind of handling the pressure, Benny, maybe trying to tell the girls a little bit, because they're getting a little bit loose with the ball around midcourt. I don't know.
That's probably has something to do with it. Like I said, Jeff's just a really great coach. He's been in the league for 14 years, and his team is always there. I know there's been at least one time I remember, I think it was 2008, Michael Lander's squad over at Kilgore College beat Blinn 81-80 in the championship game, and I think Blinn's had another year lost to Tyler maybe by one in the championship game. So they've had some close calls since Jeff has been there as the Duke Baguette controls the rebound, and here come the Lady Cardinals on the run. Get the ball down low to Crystal Henderson, to a Duke Baguette, but she is going to be called for the travel. And, boy, there's just a scoring opportunity to give away a third turnover against the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, Adu had just a wide-open look there, but kind of got a little excited.
Comes the pressure. Lady Buccaneers are on fire from the outside. There's a three-pointer by Amari Jones, and we're now looking at a 12-5 score. Just a perfect start for the Lady Buccaneers if you're Jeff Jenkins. As Shalante Allen, that's her strength of her game, is taking the ball off the wing and creating something. And you saw it there with her quickness. Lady Cardinals won't back down either. They'll stay in their pressure defense, try to force some turnovers. If nothing else, make the Lady Buccaneers use quite a bit of time in the backcourt. They've got to make sure they spot up on the shooters along the outside on the perimeter. There's a situation of where the Lady Buccaneers are going to come out of this feeling pretty good. Bucket's going to count. The foul's going to be against Savannah Carter. So it looked like the Lady Cardinals were going to come out of that looking pretty good, and in fact they don't. They're going to give it. Lady Buccaneers are going to have a shot at an and one with Fatima Adams at the free throw line. 14-7 at the 15-13 mark. And the free throw is no good now. But the rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers. Definitely playing having a solid start here to this game. Pull-up jumper, knocks it down. Blinn is on fire. They are playing like a team that is on a mission. They are showing a lot of poise. Adams is very hot and is 16-7.
She has 8 points already, Benny, here in the first about 5 minutes.
Smith tried to create a shot. It's going to get fortunate. She's going to draw a foul. It's going to go against Mo Bedford. That's going to bring Rodrika Patton into the game. There'll be some energy coming out on the floor now, folks. Keonta Dowdy's also going to check into the game for the Lady Cardinals. And Shannon Smith will go to the free throw line. First free throw attempt is good. Lady Cardinals will not push the panic button, obviously, especially not this early, but they don't want to let a team like Blinn get that confidence factor up and start pulling away. Then you got yourself into a deep hole, and this is one of the bigger holes we've seen the Lady Cardinals in early in game, way down the stretch for sure. This free throw attempt is also good, so Shannon Smith knocks down both free throws. I think Shannon's father surprised her with a visit today, Jason, to watch this game.
How about that? I guess coming from Michigan maybe, or not, I'm not sorry,
North
Carolina, yeah. He'll have to visit her in Michigan next year.
And Keonta Dowdy does a great job of getting physical inside and saving the possession for the Lady Cardinals. Shalonte Allen looking to create from the wing. Now she's going to give it up to Rodrika Patton. Of course, Patton, the last 4 years, spent this weekend playing for state championships down at Austin, winning 3 of them. Recruited by Michael and Kenya Landers before they left. Shannon Smith with the drive, can't get the shot to fall, and here come the Lady Buccaneers. Well, there was a double dribble there. Yeah, this official saw it. She definitely put hand on the ball and saved it. That's the first turnover. We're 7 minutes into the game, 6 minutes into the game, and the first turnover against the Lady Buccaneers, which is not characteristic of teams the Lady Cardinals play. But it is a chance for the Lady Cardinals to answer. Shalonte Allen with the drive, misses the shot from point-blank range. Gaston's first foul. Lady Cardinals looking to find their groove here. Working against Blinn on the half court. Shalonte Allen puts up a three-pointer, and she drains it. Shalonte Allen. And we should mention, folks, this is the first time in about 3 weeks the Lady Cardinals are at a full strength. They've had players missing to nagging injuries and some illnesses, so this is the first time that all 10 players on the roster are active for the game today. And it looks like they're going to need all of them. A great job of powering her way for points is Adresa Harrison. Boy, she just made that shot go.
She created her own space for sure. Kind of lowered her shoulder just a little bit and got separation.
Rodrika Patton knocks down the three-pointer. Rodrika Patton from nearby Natchez, Texas. 5'4", but she's all there, folks.
And then some.
18-15. See the Lady Cardinal defense up on its toes a little bit more now. Now they get beat to the basket. Just drive the distance and draw the foul. Shalonte Allen's not really excited about being called for that foul. That's Shalonte's second. But you got to give credit to Jasmine Parker. She just saw an opening and she took it and went straight to the hoop. 18-15. This free throw is good. First free throw is good, as you see Carter, Henderson, and Bogak checking back into the game for the Lady Cardinals. No surprise that Shalonte Allen is going to go to the bench with that second foul. They don't want her to pick up her third this early in the contest. You'd like to save her to have 3 when you have to go full force with your pressure defense. Second free throw is no good. Lady Buccaneers are doing a great job of getting to those rebounds. They're not controlling all of them, but they're making the Lady Cardinals work for them. Carter for 3, no good, and the rebound's going to go to Shannon Smith. Shannon didn't have any options, so she threw it off of the Blinn player very alertly. It was kind of in slow motion, though. It's like the Blinn player had a chance to catch the ball, but didn't. Lady Cardinals quickly on the inbounds. Lady Cardinals have pulled within 4. Shannon Smith on the drive, puts up the shot, gets it to go. Shannon Smith playing with a lot of confidence. She's got 6 points now. We're at a 19-17 game. The Lady Cardinals are reeled back in. The Lady Buccaneers back in. But the Lady Buccaneers are on fire with their shots. Jasmine Parker knocks down an off-balance shot.
She just didn't look like she took a good shot, Benny, at first, but she knew what she was doing. Golly.
Smith with the drive. Going to be called for the charge. 4 turnovers now for the Lady Cardinals.
Interesting stat just early on, Benny. Right now, Trinity Valley's out-rebounded Blinn 7-1, and Blinn is 1 of 5 from the free throw line, yet they have a 4-point lead.
Well, they haven't missed many shots.
Yeah, that's good.
They have not missed hardly anything, folks. Crystal Henderson's going to be called in for the foul, and quickly the Lady Cardinals are getting close to sending the Lady Buccaneers to the free throw line a lot, because we're not even halfway through the first half, and that is the 16th foul now on the Lady Cardinals. Well, I don't know what you do, folks. I mean, she's going to knock them down from everywhere. Jasmine Parker with a 3-pointer, and Elena Lovato is going to call a timeout as her squad is now down 17-24, 24-17, I should say.
Well, Parker and Fatima Adams have been doing all the damage for Blinn right now. Parker now has 9 points, including a couple of 3-pointers, obviously, and Adams has 8. So,
and Parker's averaging 10.6 on the season, and Adams is averaging 12.0.
Yeah.
And the Lady Cardinals had pulled within 2, 19-17, so it's 5 straight points now for the Lady Buccaneers. And, well, you can see this is just a very talented Blinn team, Jason. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, they are, and when you're deep, too, I mean, you've got your big hitters, and then you can sub with Trinity Valley like most teams, as you mentioned, can't do in this league just because you don't have the depth. So Trinity Valley's going to want to try to close this gap, take a lead or something. You know, you don't want to get too far behind, as you mentioned, and Blinn's talented enough to probably put it to you if you let him, but obviously we don't think that's going to happen, but definitely a shootout here. Heavyweight match, I guess is what you'd say.
Should mention, folks, the Lady Cardinal softball team is down in Longview this weekend playing in a tournament, and they've won their first 3 games. And Ashley Johnson and the squad are playing right now against Butler County, and if Ashley wins that one, that would be her 100th career victory. So the Lady Cardinals are very hot right now. They're 16-7 on the year. Nice job of give and go by Shannon Smith to Duke Bagak, and that's a bucket the Lady Cardinals desperately needed. And now here's little Rodrika Patton on the press, and she can sure make it happen. You just see the intensity and energy she brings to the floor. I know I wouldn't want her on me.
She moves him fast forward.
Well, if that one goes in, we just should have shut this game down. A great block by Duke Bagak, and that gets the crowd fired up. And the Lady Cardinals almost turn it over as Rodriguez trying to get the ball to Crystal Henderson. And a nice job by Erica Reyna breaking the pass up and almost getting the turnover. 19-24, an opportunity for the Lady Cardinals to pull closer. We're not even halfway through the first half yet. This is about the pace game I expected these two teams to play, and if you're the Lady Cardinals, you just got to know that, I mean, Blinn is shooting at such a high percentage right now. Can they do that for the entire game? If they can, there may be not a lot you can do about it. Savannah Carter takes it the distance, going to draw the foul. I think this is going to go against Reyna, number 42. Yep.
Erica Reyna.
Well, folks, this is just one of those games you just wait for. I mean, at the end of the year, for it to wind up like this, it's just some great thing for the league, for the conference, for both these colleges. It gets you ready for the regional tournament next week, the intensity of that. And then hopefully if you get to go to the national tournament, it gets you ready for that as well. And both these teams, Jason, could wind up at the national tournament. You just never know. But I wouldn't be surprised if both these teams didn't make it there. One thing about it, the winner of today's game will have a leg up in the sense that they could potentially get the #1 seed at the regional tournament next week. We should mention that if the Lady Bucks win, there would be a coin toss to determine the number 1 seed because they would be tied in all tiebreaker situations. Crystal Henderson misses the three-pointer, and Adut-Bulgak misses the rebound, and here come the Lady Buccaneers, who are not shy about going on the attack and taking it all the way to the hoop. Well, you just got to like the way the Lady Buccaneers are playing right now, and that's going to be Fatima Adams with the drive.
She's got 10 points now, Benny. I think that's right at what you said her average was, around 12.
20-26. Savannah Carter, pull-up jumper, knocks it down. Savannah Carter, of course, coming off the quadruple double in the 96-22 win over San Jacinto here Wednesday night. Nice job of Crystal Henderson of batting the ball away. 21 seconds on the shot clock as Shannon Smith checks back into the game. Nice crowd filling in. Like I said, we have the Navarra men against the Cardinals coming up after this one, and that's a big game too. We'll set that up for you in between games. Well, the Lady Buccaneers just continue to shoot awfully well as Adams knocks down another bucket. She's got 12, and her average on the season, folks, is 12 points. So she's right at her average here, and we're just halfway through the first half.
Seems hard to imagine Blinn shooting so well for the entire game, but boy, they've done it well for 10 minutes.
Lady Carter, she's got to keep chipping away. Rodrika Patton puts up a three-pointer, and this one's going to be long. And the rebound will go to the Lady Buccaneers. Three-pointer's no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers. Putback is no good. And the rebound finally goes to Bulgak as Fatima Adams missed the putback.
That's Bulgak's 4th rebound.
Shannon Smith for three, no good long. Savannah Carter with the rebound, misses the putback but draws the foul. You can kind of sense the crowd getting into it a little bit now. They sense the Lady Cardinals may need a little bit of a lift, and I see across the way that the Navarra College men's basketball team has made its way in, and I'm not sure where they're going to be seated at. They'll have to find them a location, I guess, because it's filling in pretty good. They have some Carter's free throw attempt is no good. Lady Cardinals need those to fall.
She's 2 of 5 right now, Benny, from the line. The Lady Cards are now 4 of 7 as a team.
Free throw attempt is no good. So Carter misses both free throw attempts, and here come the Lady Buccaneers quickly down the floor with an easy layup. Missed. But the putback, a great job of Jasmine Parker, and boy, the Lady Buccaneers are just all over the Lady Cardinals right now on the boards and hustling, Jason.
Yeah, that's right, and that's 11 points now for Parker.
Playing with a lot of confidence. We mentioned the Lady Cardinals have won 43 straight home games. There's Adut-Bulgak with the reverse layup underneath. She misses the shot. Shannon Smith kicks it back out to Rodrika Patton. Patton puts up a three-pointer, and she knocks it down, and the Lady Cardinals needed that one. Rodriguez now got 6 points on the game. 25-30. Well, I mean, it's just going to happen for you folks if you're going to knock down every shot you put up. Jasmine Parker with a three-pointer from deep in the corner. Got 14 points. And the Lady Cardinals turn it over, not what they needed.
That's their 5th turnover, Benny.
This is being played at a much faster pace in the game down at Brenham. I think at halftime down at Brenham, if I recall correctly, the score was the Lady Cardinals were up like 38-32. So we're well beyond that pace here, Jason. And the thing about it is, Lady Buccaneers just aren't missing. Goodness gracious alive.
Well, made a good point. I mean, Trinity Valley's out rebounding.
There's a steal by Shalante Allen. Allen gets the quick bucket, and that's what the Lady Cardinals do best is those transition points. And here comes the full court press. Lady Cardinals know what their bread and butter is. They know if they're going to turn this thing around, what they're going to have to do, they're going to have to cause all kind of havoc with the Lady Buccaneers getting the ball down the floor, and then they're going to have to force some turnovers. I mean, it's way early in the game. You don't press the panic button this early, of course, but you've got to keep playing and bring the intensity yourself. Loose ball on the floor, going to be a held ball, and I believe possession should go to the Lady Cardinals. So that will go down as a turnover for the Lady Buccaneers and a chance for the Lady Cardinals to cut into the Blinn lead. Lady Cardinals have yet to lead in this game. Blinn's led the distance so far.
Well, right off the bat, Blinn started shooting lights out, and they haven't stopped yet.
And, man, that's why you just got to hang on till halftime and hang close and then think in the second half that it will level out and they won't keep shooting at such a high pace. If they do, there's just nothing you can do about it, Jason. I mean, if a team's going to shoot 50 or 60%, 6 turnovers now for the Lady Cardinals, not one that they needed. Again, if Blinn wins, they will share the conference championship with the Lady Cardinals. There'll have to be a coin toss to determine the number 1 seed in the regional tournament next week. There's a turnover, and here come the Lady Cardinals. 3 turnovers for Blinn. Foul's going to go against Tierra Tucker of Blinn, number 5.
Tucker got screened by Wells, picked by Wells, however you want to say it, and kind of tried to push her way right through it. So it's right in front of the referee.
Now the officials are saying, let's just lighten up a little bit in here, folks. Lady Cardinals look to inbound. They get it into Shalante Allen. Allen, great job. Savannah Carter getting the ball to Shalante Allen, and Allen read it really well and put up the shot, and we're 33-29.
It's 9 points for Allen now.
Well, here come the Lady Bucks. They're just not backing down. Adresa Harrison is coming up with the answers. And I believe the Lady Crystal Henderson is going to go to the free throw line. I think the foul is going to go against Harrison, number 21. That's going to be her second.
The Blinn fans were a little upset about that call. It was the right call, a block was. It didn't look like a great shot, but, you know, she was still blocking her.
Crystal Henderson. The first player that Elena Lovato signed after she got the job here at Trinity Valley back in April, because like I mentioned, Michael and Kenya Landers already pretty much had Roderica Patton secured, so Crystal was the first recruit for Elena as she knocks down both free throws, and we're 35-31 at the 6:03 mark.
The first 2 points for Henderson.
Of course, Crystal's being heavily recruited by many D1 universities, including one that I really like. Here's Shalante Allen, going to go the distance with the turnover. Contact, but no call. And we're going to have a held ball, and this one will go over to the Lady Buccaneers. A little surprised that there wasn't a foul called there.
Well, you saw when Shalante drove in there, and she's so good at twisting her body to avoid contact, but she got hit right up under the chin. You could see it because her head flew backward pretty good. So.
Of course, Shalante's got 2 fouls now, and you see her coming out for Roderica Patton, goes in for, I should say, and they're probably going to save her to have 3 fouls there in the second half if they could get away with it. Lady Cardinals keep chipping away. But I tell you, Blinn just answers every time. They are not backing down 1 iota. Been really impressed. And there's a turnover forced by the Lady Cardinal defensive pressure. 5 turnovers now for Blinn. I didn't see this much intensity out of Blinn in the game down in Brenham, I didn't think, on their home floor. But they have really come in here today playing with a lot of confidence. Roderica Patton thought about pulling the trigger on a 3-pointer. Now she does. No good. It was long off the back iron. Here come the Lady Buccaneers. 3-pointer. This was no good, but the rebound is controlled and missed by Adresa Harrison. Lady Cardinals Shannon Smith with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers, Amari Jones. Foul's going to be called against Dowdy, I believe. Yep, number 30 for the Lady Cardinals. It's going to send to the free throw line for two, Adresa Harrison. The thing I see about the Lady Buccaneers that other teams in the conference don't do against the Lady Cardinals, Jason, is they're aggressive. They're taking opportunities when they see them, and other teams are really reluctant to do that.
Well, they finally just now started to cool down too, Benny. I think you're seeing just a little bit. I don't know what their exact percentage is, but they are. They just hustle. And, of course, when you push the ball like they do, I mean, they had a couple of players, they had a 3-on-5 when they were running back up the court, a 3-on-4, and they're just going right at it. They don't care. They're not looking to set up. They're looking to score.
Second free throw goes down. And Blinn's going to take a 36-31 lead, or does take a 36-31 lead, I should say. Lady Cardinals on the attack. Crystal Henderson puts up the three-pointer. This one's going to be short. And it's going to stay with the Lady Cardinals. They got fortunate there. Now, there's still just 15 seconds on the shot clock, so the Lady Cardinals need to be aware of that they don't have the full allotment here. They finally get it in to Victoria Wells. 10 on the shot clock. Crystal Henderson forces up the shot. Foul's going to be called on. He said White 20, didn't he?
Yeah, he said 20. He obviously meant Crystal Henderson with a charge, which will be Trinity Valley's 7th turnover.
Now we have a timeout charge to the Lady Buccaneers. So we'll set it up for you here at the 4:11 mark. We have a Blinn timeout, 30-second timeout, and the Lady Buccaneers lead 36-31. So the Lady Cardinals, who have trailed throughout the game, it was 19-17 Blinn at the 12:33 mark, but you can see since then that the Lady Buccaneers have certainly held their own.
Well, you got to give him a lot of credit for coming in here fired up. I mean, it can be an intimidating place to play. I think you said it was 43 straight games here on this home court that Trinity Valley has won. So it's a good job they've done here to have a 5-point lead here with 4:11 left, Benny.
And here come the Lady Buccaneers after the 30-second timeout. Both teams are now shooting the bonus. See Dominic Brooks into the game, and she gets the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. Savannah Carter thought about taking the baseline. Now she does and puts up the shot. Call it jump ball. This one should go to the Lady Cardinals. The Lady Cardinals got fortunate there because Savannah had committed herself, and I think she thought she would draw a foul, probably what was going to happen. Now we're going to have an offensive foul. Rodrika Patton. Officials are really active away from the ball today, calling things. Great job of Savannah Carter of getting the steal. Here come the Lady Cardinals on the run. Shannon Smith puts up the shot. It's going to draw the foul.
Benny, I'm not sure what the discussion's about. The one ref clearly called a foul on Fatima Adams, and I think that's what's being discussed now. Shannon Smith certainly seemed outraged.
Here the football team chanting, call the foul.
Well, I think Jeff Jenkins just looked at his scorekeeper and said it's going to be a foul, yes. But the referee is not saying that right now.
They're trying to get it cleared up at the scores table right now, and the official gave both Jeff Jenkins and Elena Lovato an explanation. And you see Elena now is listening in to the explanation at the scores table. So Shannon Smith will not be – I guess there was no foul call. Maybe it's an inadvertent whistle possibly.
I guess. But I guess. It couldn't have been a jump ball because that would have went the other way to Blinn.
Shannon Smith on the penetration gave it off to Dominic Brooks. Brooks puts up a shot. She draws the foul. That's going to go against Raina, I think, number 42. That's her second. That's going to send Dominic Brooks to the free throw line. 6'4" freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, gets the first free throw to fall. Big free throw for the Lady Cardinals. They continue to try to chip away now at the Blinn lead. As Jason pointed out, Blinn has cooled off somewhat now from the way that the great start they got off to shooting the ball. Brooks' second free throw attempt is no good, so we will stay at a 4-point Blinn lead. And we're at 3.5 minutes to go, as you see there, here in the first half. Brooks is going to be called for the foul. That's going to send Adams to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That's just 2 of 7 from the line right now. Benny Fatima Adams missed a chance to complete a 3-point play, so she's 0 of 1, but she has 12 points right now.
And she gets the first one to fall. Adu Bugak is going to check back in for the Lady Cardinals. Coming back in for the Lady Buccaneers is going to be Gaston, number 23, a 5'11" freshman out of Houston, Texas. Again, this really bodes well for Blinn because they've got like 11 freshmen on their roster. Free throw is no good. And, man, I'm telling you, Blinn gets in, Jason, and almost gets every rebound on a missed free throw. They are really doing a great job, or the Lady Cardinals are just kind of being a little bit slow to react. But either way, Blinn's having a chance at a lot of those rebounds. Patton gives it up to Victoria Wells. A great job of Ulrika Patton of getting the drive and dishing it off to Wells for the layup. Or the close shot from underneath, I should say. As spinning, it doesn't matter. Jasmine Parker puts up any shot she puts up is going in, seemingly.
She's got 16 points now, Benny. She's very confident.
She's coming up with a big-time performance in this first half for sure. And Shannon's going to be called for the charge there. Boy, that was just a bad possession there. Shannon was always just out of sync, it looked like, and then she tried to make something happen, and she picks up the offensive foul. How are the Lady Cardinals on turnovers now?
Well, they have 9 turnovers, Benny, and 3 of them have come off of charges, offensive charges. So Blinn's done a good job taking charges as well.
Duke with the near block, but she does get the rebound, and she forces the miss. And here come the Lady Cardinals. They need to answer here. Shalante Allen. Well, that could have gone either way, and boy, Shalante's got 2 fouls. Instead, it's going to go against Gaston. I guarantee you, Alana Lovato was holding her breath there. Not that Shalante can't play with 3 fouls in the second half, but you'd like for her to have 3 to play with in the second half. As active a player as she is off the wing out there.
Well, this will be her first trip to the line, Benny. She has 9 points right now to go along with a rebound and a steal.
Free throw is good. Shalante averages 14.8 on the season scoring-wise. We've already seen the Lady Buccaneers. They've got some players that already passed their average on the season. This was no good, and the rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers. 4-point game, inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half. And we have a held ball that will go back to the Lady Cardinals. Blinn is contesting the fact that it should go to the Lady Buccaneers.
Well, and Benny, what's happening here now is Jeff Jenkins, the whistle was blown inadvertently on the what we thought was a Shannon Smith foul call, and that's why that Blinn's bench and Jenkins thinks that the possession there should be pointing back to Blinn, but the referee called inadvertent whistle apparently, and so obviously there was no change of possession or change of the arrow.
Right, and now Jeff Jenkins is getting that explanation, as you can see, from one of the officials. The official the scores table had exactly what the official said a while ago. I mean, I don't know what Jeff may not like it, but I mean, that's exactly what the official told the official score when we had the discussion earlier. Shalonte Allen with one of her patented moves, off-balance shots, and she draws the foul. We've seen that so many times this season.
Benny, she was parallel to the floor when she pushed that ball off.
Well, that's one of those that makes Sports Center there.
That was amazing.
We have just seen that time and time again this year, folks. I mean, she puts in some stuff that you think, oh, no, Shalonte, and the next thing you know, it's going in, and she's drawing a foul. And I would think that 127, and we are at a one-point game. Well, what a big old boost it would be, Jason, for the Lady Cardinals if they could somehow move into the lead just before the half, if the way the first half is gone. Yeah, you hear the football team getting into it. Oh, what a shot. Oh, my goodness. What a shot by Fatima Adams.
Anshelin couldn't have played better defense, Benny. She played it perfect. She kept her feet squared up. She had a hand in the face. That's just the way it's gone in the first half. 16 points now for Parker.
Double foul. We're going to have a double foul called inside. Adut Bugak and number 23, Gaston. That's going to be 3 on Gaston. That's going to be 1 on Adut Bugak. So we have a double foul called.
Benny, I wanted to correct myself. I said it was Parker. It was Adams that hit that shot. She has 15. So you have 16 points right now for Parker, 15 for Adams.
Adams is averaging 12.0 on the season. Smith. 53 seconds left in the first half. Now that's a turnover there. Big time turnover.
It's number 10 for Trinity Valley.
Rodrika Patton steals a rebound. She's going to drive it, kicks it out to Savannah Carter. Carter drives the baseline. And we're going to have a reach-in foul called from across the court, and Jeff Jenkins does not like this one. This is going to be charged to Tiara Tucker. I think that's 3 on Tucker. But, man, credit Rodrika Patton with stealing the ball on the opposite end, going the distance, dishing it off Savannah Carter. Carter drove and committed herself and was fortunate that she drew the foul when it looked like she might turn it over. And it's going to send Savannah to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And she gets this one to fall. 35.5 seconds left. Julianne Austin is going to check out. Dominic Brooks is going to check in.
That's her 7th point, but she's 3 of 7 from the line now. Trinity Valley as a team is 10 of 16.
And this one goes, so we're at 41-40. This is as close as the Lady Cardinals have been in a while. Well, they were 39-38 at the 127 mark, but I should say. A block by Victoria Wells, and then I think we're going to have a foul called against Blinn. I think Fatima Adams came across Victoria Wells' body and knocked her down. That's going to be the call. So that's going to send Victoria Wells to the line for the double bonus with 19.9 seconds left, and she'll have an opportunity to give the Lady Cardinals their first lead of the game.
Well, this is her first trip to the line, but you can see the Lady Cards on their faces. They're fired up now. The crowd's done a great job of getting them back into this game, and they've done a good job of getting back into the game. 2
free throw attempts for Victoria Wells. This one is no good off the front of the iron. She's got a chance to tie it. 19.9 seconds. You would think that no matter what she does, that Blinn would play for the final shot of the first half. This free throw attempt is no good long, and we're going to have a whistle. Lane violation on number 23, but Gaston. So Wells have yet another opportunity. She's been short, now she's been long with one, so maybe she can compromise the two here now. And this one barely draws iron. Savannah Carter with the rebound, gets the miss, and now we're going to have contact. Victoria Wells with the foul. So Victoria misses 3 free throws, officially 2, but she misses 3 free throws, then winds up getting called for the foul. So now it's a chance for the Lady Buccaneers to actually build on their lead with 16 seconds left.
Well, you can see on the monitor there, Jeff Jenkins is working the referee big time.
This free throw is good, so Blinn's capitalizing on his free throws, and it just shows you how free throws can add up and change the complexion of a game if Blinn can go to the locker room with a 3-point lead, which is what they've got right now with 16.7 seconds left. Here come the Lady Cardinals. I guess we'll play for one shot here. Rodrika Patton, little Rodrika Patton from nowhere hits the layup, and we are at 43-42 going into the locker room, Jason. And you read the body language on the Lady Cardinals, and they left the floor in a hurry. They feel pretty good about how they fought back and got this game back into doable margin.
They had a great last couple of minutes and just kind of sparked by a couple of different things. Obviously, Patton's play was one of them, so great game. It's just been everything we thought it would be right now. 43-42, 1 point at the half. It's a great game.
Let Jason total up the numbers here, and I'm sure we're going to have a performance here from the Cardettes. 43-42 at the half.
For a special presentation by Associate Athletic Director and head men's basketball coach, Chris Ballman.
And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, folks, where we are at halftime of the women's basketball game between the number 1 ranked Lady Cardinals and the number 9 ranked Lady Buccaneers from Blinn College. And the first half was not a disappointment, Jason. 43 Blinn, 42 Lady Cardinals at the half.
It was everything we were kind of expecting. Of course, Lady Cards are down by 1 now. I think one thing that we couldn't have expected is how well Blinn would have shot to start the game. They have 2 players right now with a lot of points. Fatima Adams with 17 and Jasmine Parker with 16. Nobody else over 5 points for Blinn, but they had a great first half to start off with. So.
Yeah, there's 33 of their 43 points right there.
Yeah, definitely. So you're going to have to spot up on those guys in the second half. Benny, just real quick, Trinity Valley was led in scoring in the first half by Shalante Allen, had that great acrobatic shot. She's got 13 points right now. 8 points for Rodrika Patton and Savannah Carter. Savannah Carter's also got 6 rebounds right now.
So here we go, folks. We got the second half here to determine if the Lady Cardinals will win another outright conference championship or if these two teams will share the conference championship, which would be 12 straight years for the Lady Cardinals either way as far as either winning or sharing a conference championship. But the important thing would be if Blinn wins, it will force the two teams into a tie for the top seed at next week's regional tournament. And the way I understand it, a coin toss will determine, or a draw, however they decide to do it, will determine the top seed at next week's regional tournament. I can tell you that Jacksonville beat Tyler women today 80-67, so that means that Tyler will be the 8th seed. So Tyler will play either the Lady Cardinals or Blinn, whichever one winds up being the #1 seed in the first round of the regional tournament next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And the very important men's game that's going on that will help set up our game that's coming up at halftime at Wagstaff Gymnasium. Kilgore leads Tyler 31-30. Of course, if Kilgore wins, no matter what happens to Navarre against the Cardinals, Kilgore would claim an at-large bid to the national tournament today.
It's huge. I mean, it's obviously a big deal here.
Well, here we go, folks. We got 20 minutes to decide this one, and there's 1 point separating them. The Lady Cardinals have never led in this game. 43-42. The first time these two teams played, it was 89-72 Lady Cardinals. Here we go again, and this time that's the shots that was going in the first half. It doesn't go in this time, but the Lady Buccaneers do control the rebound as the shot was put up by Parker.
Of course, it hit no iron, Betty, so they're still working on the shot clock there.
Another miss by the Lady Bucks, and again the Lady Bucks control the rebound, and the foul is going to go charged to Duke Bagat. That's going to be her second. And just like that, it's going to send Blinn to the free throw line for 2 with a chance to extend the lead. But there are 2 misses, though, Jason, that the Lady Buccaneers had there, and they controlled both rebounds. Harrison to the free throw line. She gets the first one to fall.
Shot 2 of 3 from the line, Benny. Blinn was 5 of 11 from the line in the first half.
And the second one is good. So Lady Cardinals will bring it down for the first time, now down 3 points. 42-41 was our halftime score. I checked that, 43-42 was our halftime score. Shannon Smith is going to be called for the travel, and the Lady Cardinals turn it over. So here's a chance for Blinn to immediately reestablish momentum here, the opening minute of the first half. Coming up on the 19-minute mark of the second half, I should say. Duke with the block, keeps it in bounds, and the Lady Cardinals now on the run. They don't have numbers, but they are on the run. Crystal Henderson pulls up for the jumper. Crystal felt that one and put it up and in. 4 points for Crystal Henderson. We're back to a 1-point game. And the Lady Buccaneers are going right at it. Duke, the boot gets another block, and here come the Lady Cardinals on the run again. Savannah Carter dishes it off to Shannon Smith. Shannon Smith misses from underneath, but Victoria Wells controls the rebound. Crystal Henderson puts up the 3. Crystal Henderson with the 3, and the Lady Cardinals take their first lead, 47-45 at the 18:25 mark.
Well, that's 2 shots in a row now, Benny, and 7 points for Henderson. She looked like she knew she was going to hit both of them. She just shot the ball and stepped away.
And a great answer and a much-needed answer down low for the Lady Buccaneers.
That's 19 points for Adams. She leads all scorers.
Savannah Carter working the baseline, misses the shot, battles to keep the rebound alive, and she does. And she gets it out to Victoria Wells, so credit Savannah Carter with keeping that possession alive. 20 seconds on the shot clock, no hurry there. We are tied at 47 after the Lady Cardinals had their first lead, 47-45. Crystal Henderson with the drive, puts it up, doesn't get the shot to fall, battles to keep the rebound alive, but it goes out of bounds off of Henderson, and it will go over to the Lady Bucks. So what a quick exchange there that was.
Crystal Henderson's hot. I mean, she's definitely feeling it, and probably could have taken a shot out on the perimeter a little bit before that, but this game has just proved now through 22 minutes. It's just been pretty much just like this the whole time.
Victoria Wells with her quick hands gets a steal and forces a turnover. And then you can see the Lady Cardinals are really in tune defensively as Shannon Smith finds a deep back and she's fighting to the goal. And you can see the Lady Cardinals are finding a little momentum, a little rhythm here now. And they're up on their toes. They're exhorting the crowd. They're ready into this. They want the crowd to get into this. They're wanting to turn this thing around for good. Man, just every time, though, there's the answer by Jasmine Parker.
18 points now for Parker. She had 16 in the first half.
49-49. What a great game this is. Crystal Henderson in and out. That ball was halfway down and comes back out. So we're still tied with a chance for the Lady Buccaneers to take the lead. I know who I would get it to. They're going right at a Duke. A Duke with another block. I know a Duke's got 4 blocks in this game. I think 3 of them have been in this half, or 2 of them have been anyway. 16-33, 49-49. This game has not disappointed whatsoever. Number 1 versus number 9. Inbounds play and another block, and I think that time Parker thought she was fouled, and she probably was. Savannah Carter, a Duke from the free throw line, knocks it down. A Duke Bugak with a 15-foot jumper.
Just great touch, Benny. She's just pulled right up and softened her shot.
And a Duke's going to be called for the foul, and that's going to be 3 on a Duke. So that's going to make Elena Lovato have to decide how she's going to play this. She's going to bring Shalante Allen in for a Duke. So the Lady Cardinals will go small, so to speak, have a lot of quickness out there, though. Blinn's not a big team, so you don't have to be big against Blinn. Great job down low by Harrison. She's having a big game now.
That's 9 points for Harrison.
51-51. Back and forth we go. Which team will seize the momentum for good, if either? Shalante Allen for 3. No good. Long. And the rebound is going to go to Savannah Carter off of a Lady Buccaneer. And it does go to the Lady Cardinals. Allen with a drive, spinning move, puts it up. No good. She tried to do a little bit too much there probably. And now she's going to be called for the foul, and that's going to be 3 on Shalante Allen. So now you've got a Duke Bugak and Shalante Allen with 3 fouls.
Hate that one, Benny. She's trying to play nice, tight defense, but not necessarily trying to press the ball too much, and just kind of bumped her, knocked her down. It was almost on accident, but
3 team fouls now on the Lady Cardinals in the half, none on the Lady Buccaneers. 15-42 mark. And we're going to have a carry, I guess. I didn't see what the palm the ball. 11 turnovers now for the Lady Buccaneers.
I think that was just more of a Raina trying to recover from stepping over a little bit too far on the dribble, tried to pull back and pulled the ball, carried it when she was doing it.
Shannon Smith, Shalante Allen. Shalante puts up the jumper. This was no good. Rebound's going to go to Savannah Carter, and it's going to go off Savannah Carter. So Shalante forced up a shot there, I guess you could say, and no good, and the rebound goes off of Savannah Carter. Here come the Lady Cardinals in the press, where Shalante's got to be careful because she's got 3 fouls. Now the Lady Cardinals back out of it. Well, Shalante had some contact there. Got kind of fortunate, I think, Jason. Maybe she wasn't called for a foul. As Keonta Dowdy is going to check in now for, looks like Crystal Henderson. Crystal's been going at a pretty fast pace.
She has. Yeah, she kind of got thrown down too right there by Gaston, who has 3 fouls herself. So,
of course, when Crystal goes out, that means Shannon Smith runs the show offensively. 51-51. Get the ball down low to Dowdy. And she turns it over.
It's 12 turnovers for Trinity Valley.
Not the best inside lineup the Lady Cardinals have as far as if they're trying to get the ball inside. Not to say they can't, but it's just not the strongest lineup that they have for an inside type game. And great job of creating Tiara Tucker. Lady Cardinals quickly to the offensive end. Need to get the answer. Working the ball around the perimeter. Tight defense by the Lady Buccaneers. Oh, what a shot. Savannah Carter spots on Shalante Allen on the backdoor cut and gets it to go. Great job of the Lady Cardinals.
That was like a timed passing pattern. Nobody was there, but Savannah knew what she was doing, and so did Shalante.
Victoria Wells with the rebound. She averages 7 rebounds a game. Here comes Shalante Allen. Shalante got to settle it down just a little bit. Get it over to Shannon Smith. 53-53. Shalante Allen trying to create. Well, she can too, folks. I mean, she's got that all day long, boy. She's just got to be careful now with 3 fouls, though.
She's got 17 points, Benny.
Shalante missed 2 or 3 games there with a nagging knee injury. Here's a turnover, and it's going to be a foul called on the undercut. It's going to go against Fatima Adams. I show that to be her second foul. The first team foul on the Lady Bucks this half.
Just feels like there's just momentum is ready to be seized by the Lady Cardinals if they can do that.
Well, look who comes back into the game as you say that. Crystal Henderson along with Rodrika Patton. So this may be a good move here by Elena Lovato to getting this quickness on the floor. And, of course, Rodrika Patton can cause all kind of havoc.
Not to mention that Fatima Adams just came out of the game, too. That also helps the Lady Cardinals.
Shalante Allen forces up a three-pointer. No good. I thought Savannah Carter kept the rebound alive, but it is controlled by the Lady Buccaneers. And there goes Shalante Allen with her fourth foul. And the Lady Cardinals will definitely lose her now for the moment. Free throw attempt is good. A chance to tie it now for Adresa Harrison.
Well, that free throw, Benny, she joined the ranks of double figures for Blinn with 10 now.
Of course, that means that Shalante is going to go to the bench, and Adu Bagak does come back in with 3 team fouls. So Elena Lovato having to make a decision here, and got to be careful because they're going to go right at Adu, and Adu is very active inside, and she does a great job of keeping this rebound alive, and it's 55-54 Lady Cardinals. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Dowdy gets it down low to Savannah Carter. Savannah underneath puts it up, no good. And on the putback, she gets it to fall. Savannah Carter, boy, that kid can work inside for you now.
We're betting right now. That's her 10th point to go with 8 rebounds.
57-54 Lady Cardinals, their biggest lead of the game. And the Lady Bucks just answer. That's all they do is they do a great job of answering, and Jeff Jenkins calls a timeout. So at 12:20 to go, the Lady Cardinals lead 57-56.
What a game. I mean,
oh, it's absolutely
roughly 28 minutes, and it's just been blow by blow. I mean, one side and then the other. The scoring kind of pace that had happened in the first half is kind of continuing. You know, Fatima Adams right now leads all scorers with 19 points. Jasmine Parker's right behind her with 18, and of course, you've got now Shalante had really picked the Lady Cardinals up with a lot of great acrobatic moves and plays, and obviously now she's on the bench with 4 fouls, but she's got 17 points right now, and Savannah Carter has 10. So it just kind of has followed the same pace.
How does your sheet show, Jason, as far as foul trouble for the Lady Buccaneers? I show Tucker with 3 and Gaston with 3. Are you?
That's what I've got, Benny. And then, yeah, you've got a few others with 2. So not any major foul trouble. Of course, both players with 3 fouls were not players that started. They came off the bench. So for whatever that's worth.
Well, here we go, folks. I hope you caught your breath during that timeout. We did, and it's 12:20 to go. It's 57-56 Lady Cardinals. They just had their biggest lead of the game, 57-54. The Lady Buccaneers answered like they have, and back we come. Bugak is on the floor for the Lady Cardinals, number 2, with 3 fouls. Shalante Allen's on the bench with 4. Lady Buccaneers are attacking a dude underneath, and a dude gets the ball down low to Savannah Carter. Savannah Carter's not big, folks, but she knows how to work her way free underneath the goal. And you can see where the Lady Cardinals are picking up that attack down low now and taking advantage of something that they got inside. And, boy, a dude's just so lucky she didn't get her 4th foul there. It's wound up being a block, I guess. Crystal Henderson misses. And Crystal came in out of bounds, but she tried to get the rebound, and the ball's going to go over to the Lady Buccaneers, and there was an opportunity there for the Lady Cardinals to potentially build on their lead, 59-56.
Well, Benny Crystal's got great ball skills. You got to finish, though. That's the big thing. You got to finish that up, especially in a ball game like this. It's so tight.
Victoria Wells has checked back into the game now, so the Lady Cardinals are more back at strength inside, defensively and on the boards. You know, Blinn's just going to keep attacking inside and try to get a dude to pick up that 4th foul. As Victoria Wells does a great job of keeping the rebound alive, but she steps on the sideline, the end line, I should say, and it will go to the Lady Buccaneers.
Well, you got a great shot there. 3 of the hardest working Lady Cards. They all work hard, but Savannah Carter, Victoria Wells, and Rodrika Patton.
My goodness, how do those shots keep going in? Great job by Mo Bedford of forcing up the jumper and getting it to drop. Goodness gracious alive. 2 great teams going at it here. They get the ball down low to a Duke. She puts it up and in off the feed from Crystal Henderson. Lady Cardinals, Jason, are really making some hay down low. But you see Rodrika Patton is why she is so good is her quickness, and man, she can anticipate those passes.
It's crazy how quick. It just doesn't look like somebody should move that fast. I don't have a long history, but I've been covering basketball for 12, 13 years, and she's one of the quickest players I've ever seen on a court.
And the Lady Buccaneers call a timeout. Mo Bedford calls it. She was trapped in the backcourt, and rather than lose the possession, and the Lady Buccaneers down 61-58 at the 10:57 mark, will be a full timeout with 10:57 left in the game. Whew, Jason, we got 10 more minutes of this, 11 more minutes of this, basically. Here's the thing about this game, Jason. Just think about it. Think about how this game sets up and changes maybe the entire complexion of the regional tournament next week and what happens nationally with the at-large berths. Yeah. Because let's just say that the Lady Buccaneers pull off the upset here, go into the tournament #1 next week, okay? And if they happen, let's say, to beat the Lady Cardinals in the championship game next week. Now, are the Lady Cardinals left on the outside looking in?
Golly.
I know, it's hard to imagine and fathom.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, of course, we've seen them all year long, so it's hard to imagine that. I just couldn't see that for a lot of the reasons you talked about, too, the tradition. And, I mean, gosh, they're a big draw for Salina, but it's not an emotional pick or a sentimental pick if that were to play out. I mean, we're talking about a team that's been ranked no lower than number 4 in the country, wire to wire for the entire season, a top 5 team for the whole season, and a couple of wins I don't think derails that.
The softball team lost to Butler County this afternoon 5-2, so they dropped to 16-8 on the year. Ashley Johnson still within one win of her 100th career victory, and they play tonight at 7. Again, tonight at 7. I think against Blinn tonight. They have a foul in the backcourt. Victoria Wells. That's 3 on Victoria Wells now. Now the Lady Cardinals got a little bit of an interesting situation here where they've got Victoria Wells with 3, Duke Bogak with 3, and Shalante Allen, of course, is on the bench with 4. But Wells and Bogak, you can't afford not to have at least one of them those on the floor, if you ask me. Lady Cardinals are in all-out mode here now. You can just tell it. Great job of getting position inside for the Lady Buccaneers, but they missed the shot, the block by Victoria Wells. But a great job of Fatima Adams of getting position inside. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Rodrika Patton puts up a 3. This one's long and way off the mark, and the Lady Buccaneers get an opportunity here. A chance for the Lady Cardinals could have really built on that lead with that 3-pointer falls. This one's forced up off the side of the backboard, no good. Up and finally in. A great job of staying with it. Fatima Adams, she's got a big game going, Jason.
They're 21 points to go along with 4 rebounds right now. You're absolutely right.
And we are coming up on the 10-minute mark, folks, and we haven't decided anything yet. It's 61-60 Lady Cardinals. Victoria Wells down low to Bogak, gets the miss, and the rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers, and here they have a chance now to move back into the lead. Boom. My goodness. Jasmine Parker's on fire, folks.
That's 20 points.
62-61.
It wasn't a question of whether she was going to shoot that ball or not, but it was just, how long it was going to take her.
Duke puts up the jumper from the baseline, good. And we have a timeout by Elena Lovato as Jeff Jenkins is calling for the travel, and the official just shakes him off. But the Lady Cardinals are now up 63-62 in a timeout at the 9:27 mark.
Well, as those 2 points brought Duke Bogak into the double figures now. She's got 10 points going on with 7 rebounds. We mentioned Savannah Carter's got 12 points and 8 rebounds. And, of course, Shalante Allen, she's leading the way for Trinity Valley with 13 points, and her 4 fouls have kept her off the floor for much of the second half. And Boy, I tell you, Fatima Adams and Jasmine Parker have just continued to go at it. They're still leading right now. Adams has 21 and Parker has 20.
I can tell you, Jason, with 9:41 left in that big men's game over in Tyler, Kilgore clinging to a 51-49 lead. Well, even Parker misses occasionally. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Lady Cardinals now. They're on the run. Crystal Henderson dishes it off to Shannon Smith. Shannon Smith saw Rodrika Patton breaking to the goal, and her shot is blocked out of bounds, so the ball will stay with the Lady Cardinals. This shot is in and out, and it's going to stay with the Lady Cardinals. They catch a break here. The ball goes out of bounds off the Lady Buccaneers. Well, this one just hasn't disappointed.
They're just moving at breakneck speed right now, too. They got that ball inbound quickly.
And the Lady Cardinals just turn it over on the inbounds. That's just an unforced error there.
Number 13.
Crystal Henderson's going to be called for the foul here, I believe. That's going to be 3 on Crystal, if so. Yep. Now that's 3 on Crystal Henderson, so it starts getting a little bit more interesting now from the Lady Cardinal perspective as far as the fouls go.
Still a long time to go. I agree, Benny. They've got Victoria Wells with 3, Bolgak with 3, Henderson with 3, Allen with 4.
And you've got 16 fouls now against the Lady Cardinals and 1 against Blinn. And Blinn's shooting here, so Blinn is shooting the rest of the way, you might as well say. This free throw attempt is good, and we're tied at 63. So interesting how this foul situation is working out now, and it's a long way to go for Blinn. They've got 16 fouls to give before the Lady Cardinals would shoot. And this one's good, and now the Lady Buccaneers are back in the advantage, 64-63. What a great game it's been. I mentioned it was a 17-point Lady Cardinal win down in Brenham back in January. This one shows no signs of being anything like that. And a turnover, a big steal by Reyna. We got a travel.
Well, that's turnover number 14 for Blinn, and prior to that, Trinity Valley had their 14th turnover.
So the Lady Buccaneers help out the Lady Cardinals here, bail them out, I should say. 64-63, just every possession is huge now as we come down the stretch.
Lots of people in these stands, Benny. This is a great crowd for a huge game.
Great atmosphere. And the
yes.
men get the ball down low to Savannah Carter. She makes a spinning move, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Harrison. Here come the Lady Buccaneers, the chance to build on the lead. And we have a held ball. Possession will go to the Lady Cardinals. So there's a turnover now for the Lady Buccaneers.
15 for Blinn.
Victoria Wells checks back in for the Lady Cardinals.
Number 3, Amari Jones, and number 20, Fatima Adams. The Lady Cards, number 1.
8 minutes to go, folks. 8 minutes. Lady Buccaneers lead 64-63. They've come in here and are attempting to end the Lady Cardinals' 43-game home winning streak and have a chance to get the number 1 seed as Rodrika Patton's three-pointer is blocked and comes up short. The Lady Bucks on the run. Victoria Wells does a great job of making sure the Lady Cardinals get the rebound. And here come the Lady Cardinals on the run. Henderson puts up the three-pointer. No good. She thought it was going in. You can just read her body language. I think we have a Blinn player that is shaken up. That's going to be Harrison. He's going to check out of the game.
Harrison's one of 3 Blinn players, Benny, in double figures. She's got 10 points right now. Of course, she goes to the bench.
You're the Lady Cardinals. Not only are you playing to protect your number 1 ranking and to be the top seed at the regional tournament, you're trying to protect being the top seed at the national tournament if you qualify. And there's a big difference between being the number 1 seed and having to come from back in the pack, as we've seen from up there through the years. All that's on the line here in this final 7 minutes. Big bucket. Gaston with the bucket. Lady Bucks now back up by 3. Under 7 minutes to go. Savannah Carter with the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by Dowdy. Tries to put it back up, but there's going to be a foul called instead on the floor. Bedford's going to be called with the foul. Shannon Smith running the offense. It's up to Carter. Over to Allen now back into the game with 4 fouls. Got to be careful here. She drives, spinning move, and puts it in. Shalante Allen, my goodness, she's a human highlight.
I'd like to see what she does just with a straight-up look at a jumper. Because everything else she's done, boy, she's gotten so many points tonight off those acrobatic moves. That's 19 points now for Allen with a chance for one more.
Raina was called with the foul. That is her third, I believe. And the three-point attempt, no good. And Keontae Dowdy tries to keep it alive, but it goes off the inside of the glass, so it will stay with the, it will go over to the Lady Bucks, I should say. But we are at 66-65 at the 6:20 mark. You notice Elena Votto's not playing, as we get a steal by Shannon Smith. There's a lot of contact. Shannon Smith puts up another shot underneath, no good. They're battling for the rebound underneath. Oh, there's all kind of contact, and the possession will go over to the Lady Buccaneers. So, my goodness, a lot of contact underneath there. But I was going to say, though, Jason, you notice that Elena Lovato is not playing both Duke and Shalante on the floor at the same time just yet.
Yeah, so right after that missed free throw by Allen, we saw Allen go back to the bench, so definitely trying to save her for the stretch.
Lady Buccaneers missed the layup. They battled to keep it alive, and it's going to go over to White. And one official was going to give it to the Lady Cardinals, the other talked him out of it. Checking into the game is Jasmine Parker. Jason has had a huge game.
Yeah, Parker's coming back into the game, but he with 20 points. Adams has 21. They've been
two players have really done all this damage today for the Lady Buccaneers. Lady Buccaneers get the ball in. Victoria Wells gets her hands on it. We're under 6 minutes, folks. 1 point game. Scoring pace has fallen off tremendously. Open jumper missed by the Lady Bucks, and here come the Lady Cardinals quickly. Shannon Smith directing the show. Savannah Carter tried to make something happen, and Dowdy couldn't control the rebound, but Rodrika Patton with the steal and dishes it back to Savannah Carter. Savannah has the shot blocked, but boy, credit little Rodrika Patton with saving that possession.
She's everywhere. She's just got quick hands. You can never let your guard down around her, Benny, because she's hunting that ball. Always hunting that ball. And they're going to have a foul called here, Benny. That foul was on 25, Jasmine Parker. That'll be her first.
With 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in Tyler, Kilgore leads 62-58. First free throw attempt is good. So, Jason, if that score holds, then Kilgore would wrap up the at-large berth, and the Navarro would game becomes meaningless for Navarro in the sense of having to win, or needing to win, I should say. This free throw attempt is no good. There's Rodrika Patton that kept that one alive and is going to force a jump ball, and this one's going to go to the Lady Cardinals. So there again, you see little Rodrika Patton keeping a possession alive that winds up going to the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals get it in, but with not a lot of time to spare on the 5-second count. We're coming up on 5 minutes, folks, and we are tied at 66-66. Savannah Carter with the drive. Doesn't get it to fall, but she battles for the rebound, keeps it alive. And this jump ball will go over now to the Lady Buccaneers, tied up at 5:07, 66-66.
That was Carter's 9th rebound. She's definitely hustling. Every possession so critical right now.
Savannah Carter's going to be called for the foul in the backcourt. Crowd doesn't like it at all.
Carter and Smith had moved into trap. I don't know about that one.
It's going to be a bonus situation for the Lady Buccaneers. They'll be shooting a 1-and-1. They'll be shooting the rest of the way. The Lady Bucks only have 4 fouls, so the Lady Cardinals are nowhere near shooting just yet.
Well, Benny, here's Parker to the line. She's only been to the line once today, of course. She's got 20 points, but she's 1 of 2 from the line right now. Blinn 10 of 17 overall. This half, Blinn has hit 5 of 6 free throws.
We hope it doesn't come down to free throws. Like I said, the Lady Cardinals aren't anywhere near the bonus just yet. This free throw is good, though, so that's going to give the Lady Bucks the lead late in the game at the 5:02 mark by a point.
Now Adams and Parker share the points lead for Blinn and for the game with 21 each.
And she gets this one to fall. So it's now a 2-point Lady Buccaneer lead. Lady Cardinals needing to answer. Get it to Shalante Allen. Shannon Smith misses the shot. Rebound goes to Bedford. And here's a chance for the Lady Buccaneers to build on the lead. And this held ball will go to the Lady Cardinals. I believe we've had set a record for held ball in this game.
Well, that's 18 turnovers for Blinn. You're right. But hey, I mean, that's part of a tough defensive effort too. I mean, you know, anytime you get a chance to get a hand in and get it on the ball, they do it.
So with 4:39 left, the number 1 team in the nation is down 2 to the Lady Buccaneers, ranked number 9 in the nation, 4:35 and counting, 68-66. Lady Cardinals need an answer here. Get the ball down low to Adut. She puts a shot up, it's blocked, no foul called, and here come the Lady Buccaneers. They're going to on the attack real quick and puts it in. What a great job by Dresa Harrison, going right into Adut Bogak and not backing down. Lady Buccaneers up by 4, now up 2, 70-68. And we have a timeout by Elena Lovato at the 4:05 mark.
That's 12 points for Adut Bogak with 7 rebounds and 5 blocks. Heck of a game for her. Heck of a look by Savannah Carter, who's continuing to have a great game.
So we reset it. We're at 70-68, the 4:05 mark. The Lady Buccaneers are in the bonus. The Lady Cardinals are not in the bonus at the 4:05 mark. Blinn only has 14 fouls this second half, so that could definitely play a factor here, Jason, as we reach we're already in the later stages, but it really reaches deep into the game here.
Benny, I'm not looking at the scores in front of me. Obviously, I don't know. Has Trinity Valley been locked in a game this close? You'd have to go back to maybe the beginning of the season.
Well, yeah, the Central Arizona game out at the WNIT, they won 66-63, and it was back and forth right down to the final bucket. Now, we saw 2.5 weeks ago, they trailed by 3, 44-41 with 14 minutes left against Jacksonville, and came and went on and won that game going away. That's not going to happen here. I mean, you're playing a different character, different animal here. But you got to just give Blinn credit, Jason. They've come in here and shown no fear whatsoever.
And while the hot shooting did kind of peel off just a little bit, they continue to do as much as they can do well to continue to stay right in this ball game and lead this ball game. So they couldn't keep the hot pace going on, but they've kept a very steady and consistent pace. They've got a 2-point lead, trying to shock the number 1 team in the country on a court where they don't lose.
And the thing about it is, Jason, if they beat the Lady Cardinals have to bounce back at the regional tournament. There are no more games this regular season. So here we go, folks, the final 4 minutes of the game. The final 4 minutes. Will the Lady Cardinals win an outright conference championship, or will they share it with Blinn with a coin toss to determine the #1 seed at the regional tournament? They're going to go right at Adute. Adute forces a wild shot in the miss. A big-time play by Duke Gugak. They're definitely letting her play inside. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Adute puts up a soft shot. Good. We're tied at 70-70.
14 points for Adute Bulgak.
Back and forth they go. Back and forth they go.
Benny, you got to watch the job that Crystal Henderson is doing on Jasmine Parker right now, even when she doesn't have the ball.
There's Parker. Boy, she just knocks it down, and she posed on that one, folks.
24 points for Parker.
3 minutes to go. (72-70) Blinn. They get the ball down low to Carter. Easy. Shannon Smith to Carter. They read each other so well. And here we go, 72-72. Rodrika Patton's wanting to press. Look at her. She's wanting to help. She's wanting a quick turnover. Here come the Lady Bucks. And they're going to get a chance at a three-point play. And Savannah Carter's going to be called for her third foul as they force the ball down low to Fatima Adams. And she's going to have a chance for the and one here.
Adams stepping to the line right now, Benny, with 21 points. She's 3 of 5 from the free throw line.
And going to have a chance to give the Lady Bucks a 3-point lead deep into the game here now with 2:43 left.
Excuse me, I spoke. She has 23 points now after that, too.
43-game home winning streak on the line for the Lady Cardinals. Free throw is good, so the Lady Buccaneers lead by a score of 75-72 at the 2:43 mark. Crystal Henderson for three. Is that a big-time three-pointer or what? Crystal Henderson ties it at 75-75 at the 2:29 mark. That was big time there. And back come the Lady Buccaneers. I tell you, I got a lot of respect for the Lady Buccaneers today, folks. (77-75), Lady Buccaneers. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Shalante Allen trying to create. Going to be called for the travel. That's an unfortunate turnover there for the Lady Cardinals now, with the Lady Buccaneers coming up on the 2-minute mark with a chance now to build on the 2-point lead. Shalante's going to come out of the game. Rodrika Patton's in there along with Crystal Henderson, Shannon Smith, Victoria Wells, and Savannah Carter. Lady Cardinals going to pressure defense. So Rodrika Patton with the steal. She's taking it all the way. Now she's going to pull it back, give it up to Shannon Smith. Shannon Smith puts up the running jumper, and Shannon Smith hits the shot to tie it at 77-77 at the 140 mark. Rodrika Patton. Every possession crucial now. Lady Cardinals are not in the bonus. You got to defend like you've never defended before. And they're going to give it to the Lady Buccaneers. Not sure about that. Not sure about that at all. The officials are going to talk about it.
Well, Savannah Carter was to the inside, and she got pressure from the back from the Blinn player, and that's why the ball went out of bounds.
Now this change is going to go with the Lady Cardinals. So with 1:16 to go, the Lady Cardinals have the basketball. 77-77. So much on the line in this final 1:16. I mean, I couldn't spend the next 2 days telling you what's all on the line with the outcome of this game. It's just so critical, so crucial, not only to the conference, to the region, to the national scene. There's just so much on the line here, folks. I can't even, there's no way to tell you. We'll try to figure it all out when it's all over with. Lady Cardinals need a great possession here. And Shalante Allen will not go to the free throw line because their Lady Cardinals are not in the bonus. But it will give the Lady Cardinals a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock with 1:06 left in the game. And we're going to have a timeout, a full timeout taken by Elena Lovato. Well, Jason, nobody could be disappointed in this one.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, there's so much riding on it. The setup was great, and the game, you know, a lot of times we see the game doesn't necessarily live up to the setup. You know, it's the old on-paper scenario, and it doesn't always turn out the way it's supposed to, but this one has.
Well, we have a final score from Tyler. Kilgore has won 70-62 over Tyler, so Kilgore has qualified for the national tournament, so Navarre will not be playing for a national tournament berth against the Cardinals in today's second game, Jason.
Well, we both know that's not going to make it any less intense when those two teams take the court here in just a few minutes.
Oh, certainly not at all.
But a big letdown for Navarre. They've kind of had a series of big blows here at the end of the season and a couple of losses, and going to have to earn it the hard way now.
They've now lost 3 in a row going into the regional tournament.
Yeah, that's.
But back to what we've got going here. The Lady Cardinals have got their own struggle on their hands here now. 77-77 at the 1:06 mark. Lady Cardinals have got to do a better job of getting the ball in, and they do. They get it down low to a Duke. She misses the shot. Savannah Carter with the rebound. She misses the shot. Crystal Henderson battles to keep it alive. Crystal Henderson for 3, no good. And the rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers, and here come the Lady Buccaneers on the attack. And Shalante Allen is going to be called with the foul. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. Oh, my goodness. Jeff Jenkins must have sensed that he thought they were fixing to lose the basketball, because I thought Shalante Allen was about to be called with a foul, which would have sent Blinn to the free throw line. So Blinn now has the ball with 50.9 seconds left, 25 on the shot clock. Well, I knew who I'd be getting it in the hands of. I guess you got 2 choices.
Well, you do have 2, but I tell you, before that timeout, Jasmine Parker was on the bench for Blinn, so the timeout gives them a chance, obviously, to get her on the court. She came and checked in as soon as he called that timeout, he being Jeff Jenkins.
Well, the Lady Cardinals have definitely got a D up here, no question about it. They can't let them spot up for a 3-pointer. But, Jason, I'm guessing if I'm Blinn, I'm pushing the ball inside, hoping that I can draw a foul on the Duke Gag and maybe get a 3-point play.
No doubt about it.
Now, here's the thing about it. The officials have really let them play inside today, okay? Now, would the officials all of a sudden decide the game if that's the way it goes?
Well, I hope not. I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. We've seen a lot of hard contact, I'd say, tough contact, however you want to say it, a lot of tough play in the paint. So
I hope you're looking across the way, folks. If we can get it, that's the members of the Cardinal football team that are entertaining the crowd. They're dressed up in old basketball uniforms. But resuming play, 50.9 seconds left. Tied at 77-77. Blinn can't run out the clock, so Lady Cardinals have got to defend. Lady Cardinals will get at least one last possession no matter what happens here. Shot is no good. It goes off the arms of, I think, is it Victoria Wells?
I think so, yeah. Wells kind of batted around. Rodriguez Patton let it go because she thought maybe it might have been out on Blinn.
Now they put a fresh 30 on the shot clock. 30 seconds on the shot clock, a difference of 16.6 seconds on the shot clock in the game clock. Here come the Lady Buccaneers. Lady Cardinals have to D up. Blinn is in the bonus. Victoria Wells with a strip. Oh my goodness, poor Victoria Wells can't buy a break. She's playing herself, doing a great job of playing down low, battling. 21 seconds now on the shot clock. Thought Victoria Wells had come up with a big time steal. Rodriguez Patton comes up with a big time steal, but she steps out of bounds. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
She had it, Benny. Oh my goodness, good night.
She was headed for a layup. So now then there's 30 seconds on the shot clock, 35.9 on the game clock. There's Victoria Wells getting her hand on the ball again. You don't want to send them to the free throw line and let them win it at the free throw line.
Well, look how Crystal Henderson's defending Jasmine Parker.
You're thinking Jeff Jenkins may be about to call a timeout here, or he's setting something up here. Going to try to create. Oh, the ball goes out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals for what's that, a fourth time? A fourth time.
3 seconds on the shot clock, though, Benny. 9.3 on the game clock. Blinn's going to have to take a quick shot here.
3 seconds. Good observation, Jason. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And they throw it away. The Lady Buccaneers have thrown the ball away. The Lady Cardinals are going to have it with 9.3 seconds left. With 9.3 seconds left, the Lady Cardinals are going to use a timeout. They're going to use a timeout and have a chance to pull this one out. But, Jason, as we mentioned, Blinn has fouls to give. They can foul them on the inbounds at least one time and burn some clock and not have to be penalized for it.
Great point, Benny. I mean, not quite. I would imagine Trinity Valley's going to try to it just seems like you don't shoot here, right? Unless you get a great look, you try to do the same thing that we said Blinn would probably try to do. Try to work it down low and force a shot or try to get a shot inside.
9.3 seconds is plenty of time to get a good look at it, of course. But I'm not going to be surprised. I absolutely am not going to be surprised if once the ball is inbounded that Blinn doesn't get to take a foul and have the clock somewhere about the 5.4 seconds left, somewhere along in there, and leave Trinity Valley with that less of time to try to get in position for a shot. I would not be surprised at all. I've seen that happen so many times in games where teams would have a foul to give. Now you see the Blinn scorekeeper is making sure they do got a foul to give, but you can't always trust the scoreboard.
Right.
Oh my goodness, folks, my goodness, for the last game of the regular season of the women's race, what a great one it has been. I mean, it's hard to imagine anything happening in Tyler next week as good as this is here today, Jason.
I agree. It's playoff atmosphere. I hate to use that cliche, but it is. So many fans on their feet, and this place is packed.
We'll see how they set it. Blinn's going to have token pressure in the backcourt. This leads me to believe that they will burn one of their fouls. Lady Cardinals have just got to get it in. And here comes Shalante Allen. That's whose hands you want it in. Shalante's going to drive. Oh, Shalante's fouled. And what did I tell you? Shalante's fouled with 5 seconds left, about how I set it up. So we got 5 seconds left. The Lady Cardinals have the ball on their end of the floor with 5 seconds left. They've got to get it in. They haven't done a great job of getting the ball in smoothly today. And you got to be careful not turning it over on it because there's still a chance for Blinn to drive the length of the floor with a turnover.
Well, and Aduk Bogak is back in the game now, Benny, trying to get a little bit of height on that inbound or for a good look around the basket.
Lady Cardinals would be shooting on a foul. Duke puts up a shot, but she's blocked by Fatima Adams. There's no foul call. So the Lady Cardinals now have 2.9 seconds left. 2.9 seconds left. They've got to get it in. You've got to get it in. Shannon Smith puts up the three-pointer. In and out. Off the iron. Overtime we go. We are tied at 77-77. Well, I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say, folks. You've seen it, and there's nothing I could say that would add to anything that you've seen. It was just a great regulation, and here we go for overtime to determine just so many things. To determine so many things. I mean, I can't even begin to name them all. Plus, I need to catch my breath. Well, they're putting 50 minutes on the clock. We're not going to play 50 minutes. Now they've got it changed to 5 minutes. So I think we'll play a 5-minute overtime. I don't think anybody here could take 50 minutes. All right, Jason, set us up foul-wise now as we head into overtime.
Well, foul-wise, again, let's look at Blinn right now. Bedford with 4. You have Tucker with 3. You have Harrison with 3. She came on. She was started the game, actually. You've got Raina with 3. You've got Gaston with 3. The Lady Cards are in a little bit more of a dire situation. You got Shalante Allen with 4 right now. Then you have Victoria Wells with 3, Bolgak with 3, Henderson with 3, Savannah Carter with 3. And that's what it looks like. 24 points each right now coming into the overtime period for Adams and Parker. Right now, Trinity Valley's got 19 from Shalante Allen, 15 from Carter, 14 from Bolgak, 10 from Henderson, 8 from Patton, and a huge game for her. So many different players have contributed big time. It's just been a battle like we expected.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to play out. I've been fortunate to go to, 16, 15, whatever national tournaments. These two teams both deserve to be in Salina, Kansas in a couple of weeks. Now there's a regional tournament to deal with, okay, and there's other teams that are going to be wanting to go to Salina, Kansas, so both these two teams don't get bids, but I'm telling you that if it comes down to where one of these teams beats the other in the regional championship game, these two teams are both worthy of being in Salina. If you're a Lady Cardinal and a Lady Cardinal fan, of course, it's all about winning the conference, then the region, and then the national championship, as the tip is controlled by the Lady Cardinals. Here we go. We're in overtime. Shannon Smith with a three-pointer. Got it. Shannon Smith with a three-pointer stakes the Lady Cardinals to a lead. Parker, there she goes. Both teams are now in the bonus. Lady Cardinals need to spot up along the perimeter, not let Blinn answer with the 3. They'll keep the lead. There's Victoria Wells with a great steal. Victoria Wells tips it to Shannon Smith. Shannon Smith now is going to pull it back out. Victoria Wells has had a great game. They get the ball down low to a boot with a little move and puts it in. And the Lady Cardinals, just like that, are up 82-77. Now they got to D it up down here now.
16 points for Bolgak.
And there's a dude's going to be gone now. That's going to be right. Am I correct, Jason? No, that's just her fourth.
I have her with 4.
This will be her 4th. My bad. A dude's call with her 4th foul. That was all on me there. That's Jason's right. She did just have 3. We'll send to the free throw line for 2. Adresa Harrison, who's had a good game today, Jason.
Yeah, she has been. She's got 12 points, and from the line right now, she's 4 of 6.
And she misses this one.
Blinn was 9 of 10 in the second half from the free throw line, Benny. They hit their last 5.
So if she hits this one here, it'd be a 4-point Lady Cardinal lead. You can sense the Lady Cardinals sense something maybe turning their way now, the way they're playing defense. And this rebound is going to go to the Lady Cardinals. So now the Lady Cardinals can be a little bit more deliberate. They're never slowing things down. This is not Lady Cardinal basketball. But they don't have to rush things. They just need to get a good look. Don't force up a shot as the shot clock buzzer's about to go off. Crystal Henderson almost lost the basketball. Shalante Allen for 3. Got it! Shalante Allen with a deep three-pointer. 85-77 Lady Cardinals. 3:38 to go. Lady Cardinals have got to D it up, not give up the 3-point plays. And a great job of staying with the rebound and getting much-needed points for the Buccaneers by Adresa Harrison. 85-79. Obviously, the Lady Cardinals are a long way from being out of harm's way, but it's looking a lot better than it was. They're up 6. They were up 8. Need to get a good look here. Shannon Smith with a miss. Adut Bugak with a putback. Gets it in. Adut Bugak, and here are the Lady Cardinals.
That's 18 points and 9 rebounds for Bolgak.
Shalante Allen needs to watch out. She does have 4 fouls. Lady Cardinals want to keep her on the floor. There's a turnover. Crystal Henderson with the steal. The Lady Cardinals don't have numbers, but Crystal Henderson is going to take it all the way. She's going to miss the shot. Boy, that would have been huge there. Coming up on 2:30. We got a timeout by Jeff Jenkins. So Jeff Jenkins uses a timeout. at the 2:46 mark. His squad down 87-79.
Many boys, the Lady Cardinals just really set the tone for the overtime period. Of course, there's 2:46 left, but hit 2 big shots right out of the box, and that was just huge for them to seize a little bit of momentum in a game where there really hasn't been a whole lot.
Absolutely. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I have been very privileged. I've watched just about every Lady Cardinal game since they became the Lady Cardinals when I was in school out here, okay? And I've been blessed to see some great games, to see some great teams. And we get carried away and caught up in the moment, I understand. And I'm not about to say this is the greatest game I've ever seen. But I'm telling you right now, this is a great basketball game.
It is. Like I said, the setup was so good, and it has lived up every bit. I mean, if we had to say, yeah, these teams are so evenly matched, bending the records, that everything's on the line, and then they're probably going to go to overtime. Say, well, I don't know about that, but it has just turned out to be a great one.
Okay, Jason, you're the Lady Cardinals. You've got 19 fouls, so any foul you commit, it's going to be a double bonus the rest of the way for the Lady Buccaneers. The clock is the worst enemy now for the Lady Buccaneers. You don't want them scoring with the clock stops. You just want to D up. Don't give up anything easy, but don't be foolish with your play inside.
I agree 100% with everything you just said.
They're going to attack a Duke. Nice job by Harrison, taking it right at a Duke. Now, the Lady Cardinals, I would think, would get a little bit deliberate. 87-81. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game, but we're still over 2 minutes to go. Shannon Smith, hello. How are you today with your dad in the crowd? My goodness gracious alive.
14 points for Smith now, Benny.
Huge, 90-81.
She had 8 at the end of the regulation.
Rodrika Patton. Oh, Rodrika's going to be called with a foul. Oh, Rodrika didn't think so, nor did Shannon. Going to be Rodrika, that's going to be her second. And again, here's what we talked about, Jason. 2:07 left, you're up 9 points. You don't want them at the free throw line with the clock stopped. So,
well, like I said, they hit 9 of 10 in the second half. 0 of 2 here. Raina is making her first trip to the line.
And she gets this one to fall. So she can make it a 7-point game, which makes it a 3-possession game, Jason. The possessions almost matter now more than the points do, if that makes any sense at all. Because, I mean, how many opportunities am I going to get? There's the Lady Cardinals are going to spend a lot of time with the ball. There's a miss, controlled by Savannah Carter, and it's still an 8-point game. A chance for the Lady Cardinals now. You see Crystal Henderson, she's going to be way deliberate. We are under 2 minutes now, folks. We are under 2 minutes. Shalonte Allen drives the baseline and gets it to fall. Shalonte Allen.
She has 24 points now to lead the Lady Cards, Benny.
I may not have voice for the second game. I'm going to tell you right up front. Savannah Carter with the steal. 1:30 left. 10-point Lady Cardinal lead. 1:30 to the running your home win streak to 44. To holding on to number 1 in the nation. To being the top seed at the regional tournament next week. Shannon Smith puts it up. No good. I didn't see what the shot clock had on. If that might have been a little quick there. Here come the Lady Buccaneers.
That's 18 now for Harrison.
8-point game. It's not done yet. You gotta finish it. You got momentum for sure. 17 on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock. The Lady Cardinals trying to go to 29-1, trying to win an outright conference championship, a 12th straight conference championship, 21 out of the last 22 years. Shalonte Allen with the miss, and a Duke's going to be called. Oh, it's going to be a jump ball. But the possession does go to Blinn, Jason. 8-point game, 35.2 seconds left. So a possession for Blinn in which they didn't give up any points.
Like you said, Benny, though, there's 35.2 seconds left now. You've got an 8-point deficit. It's going to be hard to get the ball back enough times to try to catch the Lady Cardinals.
You just don't want to foul. You absolutely don't want to foul. Certainly in the backcourt you don't want to foul. Make them burn some clock. Victoria Wells has had a great defensive game today. And there she's going to now, Victoria, that was not what you wanted there. That's going to be Victoria's 4th foul. That's going to send Blinn to the free throw line with 22 seconds left with a chance to get within 6 points. That's just what I'm talking about, Jason. That clock needs to be running if you're a Lady Cardinal.
And Adams is 4 of 6 from the line, 24 points.
And gets this one to fall. So she makes this one, Jason. It's a 2-possession game, okay? You're going to have to hit some free throws if you're the Lady Cardinals then, because Blinn is going to immediately foul you and send you to the free throw line. Seen this play out before. You just are not out of harm's way just yet. Now, if she misses this and they get the putback, then it becomes even more interesting. But she makes it. So the Lady Cardinals have got to first inbound it and then be prepared to hit free throws if Blinn does get the foul. But instead, Crystal Henderson finds Shalonte Allen, and that ought to do it. That should do it. The Lady Cardinals are going to run their home win streak to 44 games. They're going to win a 12th straight conference championship. They are going to be the #1 seed at the regional tournament next week over in Tyler. They're going to win their 21st conference championship in the last 22 years. Shalonte Allen with the miss. Doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. That's it, folks. 94 to 88. 94 to 88 is our final as the Trinity Valley student body rushes the floor to celebrate with the Lady Cardinals in a game in which it could have gone either way right through regulation, and then the Lady Cardinals seized control at the start of overtime and came back and do what #1 teams in the nation do. They win, and they win at home. They go to the regional tournament as the #1 seed. They'll play Tyler, the #8 seed, in the first round of the regional tournament next Wednesday at 1 o'clock at UT Tyler. But it's an amazing win for the Lady Cardinals. They were tested. Tip your hat to this Blinn team, Jason. They got beat by the Lady Cardinals at 17 at home. They come in here to Cardinal Gym and almost pull off the upset, almost in the Lady Cardinals' 43-game home win streak. But the Lady Cardinals survive in overtime, 94 to 88. This one goes down as a great one, folks. Jason, tell us some scores.
Yeah, Benny, real quick for Blinn, obviously. Huge game for Patina Adams, 26 points, 24 for Jasmine Parker. Audrisa Harrison came on real strong in the second half, 20 points finished with. Blinn was 16 of 26 from the line. They had 24 turnovers. For Trinity Valley, Shalonte Allen, 7 points in the overtime period, Benny. She finishes with 26. 18 for Adu Bolgak to go along with 9 rebounds, 15 points, 11 rebounds for Savannah Carter. She may have had a lot of assists too, not quite sure. 10 points for Crystal Henderson, and I missed Shannon Smith, 14 points. Trinity Valley was 12 of 22 from the line, 16 turnovers. Benny, 3 of those turnovers for Blinn came in overtime. Trinity Valley had none in overtime.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I almost don't have a voice left. I'll put it that way. What a great game. I've used that and used that and used that, but that was a great basketball game. And hats off to Blinn, #1, Jason, for coming in here and giving everything they had, didn't back down, ever back down. Kept coming at the Lady Cardinals, kept running at the Lady Cardinals. They finally ran up against a wall there in overtime, and the Lady Cardinals survived 94 to 88.
Well, Benny, we talked about, just to say real quick, Blinn's resume, they're 2 losses now to the #1 team in the country. This just adds to that resume.
Okay, folks, we're going to stay with you for a little ceremony. They're about to honor the Lady Cardinals' 4 sophomore players who played for the final time here at Cardinal Gym. So we will obviously stay for that ceremony before we take some time off in between games. So we'll turn it over to Harold Jones, and I think he's going to turn it over to Elena Lovato.
Ladies, I want my 4 sophomores to stay at half court, please. Coaches, will you please, or Miss McGilvray and Miss Beth, would you please put their presents in front of them?
Lady Cardinals are honoring their 4 sophomore players. Played their final game at Cardinal Gym.
First of all, I want to thank everybody here for coming. Sheesh, what an amazing crowd and atmosphere for this group to play a conference championship game. And I'd like to give Blinn all the credit in the world for being prepared and coming out here and giving us a fight. There's no doubt in my mind, I'm convinced this is definitely the best women's basketball atmosphere in the country, NJCAA, for sure. So thank you. Okay, here we go. I want to acknowledge these 4 very special sophomores, okay? This is their last game that they will play on Cardinal floor. No. I'm going to keep it short because I'm not going to cry. My team thinks I'm going to cry, but this is not the end, so I don't have to get too deep. I could save the sappiness for our after the season banquet. But Crystal Henderson, Shannon Smith, Victoria Wells, and Savannah Carter, you mean the world to me, to this team. Without your leadership, I'm not sure that we would be where we are right now. From the bottom of my heart, and I know my coaches feel the same way, we appreciate you taking a chance on us. You know, we're the defending national championship team, but we don't have one returner on this roster. So these 4 kids transferred from Division I schools, and they took a chance on me, the new head coach here at Trinity Valley. A brand new staff, and then 7 teammates who hadn't put a Trinity Valley jersey on until the day they met this group. So for 7 months, this group's been putting a lot of work in. These guys have been my leaders, and we love you dearly. I want you to open up your gifts and show everybody how much we love you. Ladies, will you please go help them?
Oh, wow, how impressive is that? Savannah Carter can entertain no matter what. How great is that? What a great gift to give the Lady Cardinal sophomore players. Man, that is very impressive, Jason.
That's awesome. That's a neat gift to have, and very unique.
We're chasing 7, baby. We're not done yet. Let's go!